In this tutorial video, I will be showing you how to add a banner to your homepage. Hover over your site name in the top left. Then click on Visit Site. Click on Edit with Wholesale2b Builder. I will be showing you how to change this banner. Hover over this section and click on the 6 boxes. A bunch of options will appear on the left taskbar. I will be explaining all those options. You can choose a background type. If you choose gradient, you can change the color locations. You can change the type. This will change how the two colors will be mixed. You can change the position. In the video section, you can enter a link here, and it will play the video as the background. You can change the start time of the video, and you can change the end time. You can choose if you want the video to play only once. You can also choose if you want the video to play on mobile devices. If you set a background fallback, then the image you select will load instead of the video. This will only happen if the video cannot be loaded. You can create a slideshow as the banner. Let's say I want to set a slideshow. Select the images you want to display. As you see, the slideshow has been added. You can choose if you want the slideshow to loop infinitely. You can change the duration of the slideshow. You can change the transition. You can adjust the transition duration. You can set the background size. And you can set the background position. In this case, I will select the classic option. You can add a hover effect. Let's say I select an image. As you see, when I hover over the banner, it changes to the new picture. If you want the background to change to a color when hovered on, then select a background color. It still won't change to the background color yet. You need to select the gradient option. These are the same options I explained earlier. For the image, you can change the position. You can change the attachment. You can change the repeat. And you can change the size. You can also change the transition duration. You can add a scrolling effect. Let's say I add a horizontal scroll. As you see, the image moves horizontally when I scroll. You can use all these features. You can choose which devices you want the effects to apply to. You can choose what the effects are relative to. If you click on mouse effect, when users hover over the image, it will follow their cursor. You can change the direction. And you can change the speed. In the background overlay section, you can choose a background overlay image. Let's say I select an image. You can adjust the opacity. You can adjust the position. You can change the attachment. You can change the repeat. You can change the size. You can adjust the CSS filters. And you can change the blend mode. This will determine how the two images will blend with each other. If you click on the hover section, you can change the transition time of the background overlay. In the border section, you can choose a border type. You can adjust the width of the border. You can change the color. And you can adjust the border radius. You can add a box shadow to the border. If you click on the hover section, you can adjust the settings when users hover over the banner. Let's say I want the border radius to change when hovered on. As you see, the border radius changes. Let's say I want the border to appear smaller when hovered on. As you see, the border becomes smaller when hovered on. In the shape divider section, you can add a shape divider. You can change the height. You can choose to flip the shape divider. You can invert the shape divider. And you can choose to bring it front. This means that it will appear in front of the text if it is overlapping. You can change the color. And you can select a shape divider for the bottom of the banner. The same options are present. And finally, in the typography section, you can set the colors of different texts. You can also change the text alignment. In the layout section, you can choose to stretch the section. You can choose the content width. If you select boxed, you can adjust the width. You can choose the column gap. You can change the height. You can change the column position. You can change the vertical alignment. And you can change the overflow. Don't forget to click on Update after making all your changes. That's all you need to know. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video for future tutorial videos.